Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Neil and welcome back to beamng.drive. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at probably one of the best mods of the year. And we've had a lot of good stuff come out already in the year of 2024, but this is definitely going to be in the running. This is the Gavril Dynamo, an absolute American classic in the flesh. And look how beautiful she is. What a vehicle this is. Good old American style, mid-century style. Look at those taillights, dude. You just don't see stuff like that anymore. It's all light bars. Actually, you know what? I think light bars are pretty cool. But, you know, there is something special about that old American style. Like, it looks like a spaceship, basically. I love it. And this logo, oh my God. What is that? I love it. It looks like a eldritch entity or something. I don't know, but I love it. Let's see how big the trunk space is. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know why. I feel like Elvis would drive this car. Do you guys think so? It's even got lights on the inside. Come on, man. That's a giant trunk. I love it. Alrighty, so how do we get in this thing? Oh, okay. So the handles are on the outside. Oh, no. Oh, that is a heavy door. Oh my God. Okay, so they don't open by themselves. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sneak in. There we go. Okay, now you can shut it. So as for interactability, this mod is pretty darn good. Let me show you how much you can click on in this car. So first, I think this might be a first. You can adjust the what is this, like the small window on the outside. So if you need more ventilation, you can do that. Damn near swing it all the way around. And I'm just noticing this car does not have rear view mirrors. Was that just not a thing when this car was new? I don't know. Or is it a stylistic choice? I'm not sure. But yeah, moving on, we got a hand crank for the window and it actually works. Look at that. You got to put in effort if you want to feel some of that fresh air, but there goes the window right there. And of course, we have it in the back for the little tiny window as well. There we go. And I think that might be a speaker. No, it's a light. Oh, okay. Lots of lights on this thing. I love it, man. Speaking of lights, we got count them, two map lights if you need to read a map, because there's no Apple CarPlay in the Dynamo. No. You got to use good old-fashioned paper to get where you're going. And you got a little knob for the headlights as well. And I believe the floor dimmer toggles the high beams when the lights are on. So if you need a little bit more light, you gotta, I guess you stomp it with your foot to turn on the lights. That is very strange. But you know what? I do like that quite a bit. And here's where you can pop the hood as well. So, you know, we might as well go see what's under the hood of this particular Dynamo. Beautiful. Oh, look at the attention to detail, man. Even the windshield washer fluid reservoir is styled to be that mid-century 50. Wait, when did this car come out? Spoiler, here's all the different versions of this car. So yeah, this was 1960 to 1961. So yeah, very early 60s on this one. And under the hood, we got a 388 Noble V8 engine. So yeah, that is a that is a big boy. Now this is pretty much just the stock version of the car. So let's take it for a drive and see how she drives, because I'm imagining this is probably going to be very boat-ish. But, you know, that's okay. I mean, it is a boat. It's a 1960s pink American boat. I mean, come on. Tell me Elvis wouldn't drive this bad boy. Look at it. And it has a gas tank latch. None of the stock cars in beamng.drive have these for some reason. I don't know. If you want that immersive gas hatch, you need to go into the modded sector of beamng.drive. Now, I already put it at the beginning of the video, but this is a paid mod, and I know how some of you guys, you know, you're not about that. But my philosophy on it is if it is very well built to the quality where I think it's worth money, I don't care throwing a few bucks at people who work very, very hard to make these pieces of art. But if you don't, that is perfectly okay. I'm not going to shame you, but me personally, I think this thing is worth a couple of bucks. I mean, come on, look at this. I mean, I kind of wrecked that perfect perfect mid-century futurism back end here. That's kind of a shame. But yeah, this thing definitely drives like a boat. Oh, buddy. Which makes me kind of want to see. I'm going to go through a lot of these different versions of the Dynamo pretty quick because there is a lot and they're basically all interesting. But I gotta try this barn find. Does this thing even turn on? We got flat tires, suspension. What suspension? Oh God. Could use a nice cleaning. Okay, mod creator, I got one suggestion for you. beamng has quite a bit of like rusted out barn finds, but the interiors are always so clean still. I want to see some cobwebs in here, man. I want to see some torn fabric. I want it to look like I need to put some work into this car. I mean, the outside looks absolutely fantastic, and it does drive with the flats. Oh yeah, this thing. Now this is a car, man. It's not very fast. I mean, as you could probably imagine, not very fast at all, but it gets you from A to B. Maybe fill up the tires, you might be okay. Look at the bounce on this thing. Oh my goodness. All right, for an actual crash test here, let's take out the used version, which isn't as bad as the barn find, but you know, it is used. You used this car. You had to take out the entire back end so you could fit your whatever's in those crates. I don't know. We even got the tow hitch on this bad boy. But here we go. Oh yeah, this thing feels great, man. Now let's get it to as high a speed as it's comfortable going before exploding. And we'll run into some good old traffic. Now, who's going to be the victim? The first victim of the Dynamo today. Let's find out. I don't see any traffic for West Coast. This ain't bad, but it looks like it's going to be a 200 BX. This should be short work for this old Dynamo. Let's see how it goes. Oh, it will take the Bastion out with it. So, yeah, safety standards in the 60s weren't the best. So, you know, cars from that era, I mean, damn, do they look good, but come on now. Let's be real with ourselves. They are absolute death traps. But, you know, that maybe that's kind of why we love them, you know? Man, I kind of like this version. It feels very raw. A little bit of rust, like a tasteful amount of rust, though. The big tires, you feel like this thing can probably go off-road if it needs to. Love it, man. So this one is a convertible. Now, I'm kind of curious how this works. Where is the button? Trunk switch, roof switch. Roof must be unlatched first. Okay, so where do we unlatch it, huh? And I need like a schematic to see how to do this. Oh, that's embarrassing. It's right there. Whoops. Okay, let's see how this goes. It's going. It's going. It's not the fastest, but I mean, come on. It's a 1960s convertible. What did you expect? But it's doing it, man. Look at that. Oh, what a beautiful machine. You love to see it. Yeah, just tuck it right away. And is this going to come back down? I might have to push this part down myself. But let's see. It's still going. This is... It's going to take a couple minutes. But it is going to do it. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on now. Beautiful. We did it. How long was that? Maybe 30-ish, 30 seconds or so. I don't really know. But now we need to put down the window. One window and two. Oh, two windows. And it would look weird if we didn't have these down as well. We got to go full convertible mode. There we go. There we go. See, now we're cruising in style, baby. Look at this. And it only took like a few minutes to get it ready. And a lot of manual labor. But you know, actually, no, it was automatic. It's not fast, but it was automatic. I say that would be pretty darn hard to come by back in the 60s. And we already messed this thing up, man. It is unfortunately made of tinfoil, but That's the price you pay for luxury and an automatic roof, man. Come on now. That's awesome. And of course, you have your police cars. Very, very good looking, actually. And then some more hard tops and some more convertibles. I don't know what the difference between these are. They're both labeled early convertible option and late convertible option. So I don't really know. Maybe a different model year? No, not a different model year. Maybe it's just a different color roof, I guess. I don't really know. Anyway, then we have the Burnout Edition, 1962. This Dynamo was imported into Australia sometime in the 70s and eventually ended up being abandoned. No! It was eventually sold to someone who restored it and built it to blow the shit out of the tires on the skid pad. Okay. So this thing does burnouts. Let's see. Can it actually drive, though? Oh, my God. This looks like a Hot Wheel or something. So, yeah, the tires. Okay. Let's blow them out, baby. Yeah. Yeah. All those hours into restoring it and absolutely wasted, unfortunately, but that's okay. I didn't really like the styling on this. I don't know why. It reminds me of like a Hot Wheel. I don't know. Here's what you might call a sleeper. This is the street-tuned version, so this one should actually handle pretty darn well and have the speed to boot. I like the Venetian blinds on the back of this thing. That's a choice, isn't it? Oh, did not mean to do that. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to take this one to the highway. I feel like this one would be good at street racing. Or you know what? We could race to the end of the bridge. This is literally just a giant drag strip as far as I'm concerned. So let's see how fast this Dynamo can go. Probably not going to be the fastest of the day, but it is the street tune. So it's, you know, it's made for this, man. And we got the fuzzy dice. Let's freaking go. Can I turn this? Turn this light on? Oh, man. Dang it. 100 miles an hour. Yes. She goes 100. Will it turn at 100? Oh. No, it will not. And we're going for a swim. Yikes. Oh, okay. I'm not usually good at drifting, but let's try out the drift version. Again, this is like drifting an entire boat. And honestly, I gotta say, doesn't feel too bad at all. I feel like I can do it. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this thing actually is very easy to control for a drift car. Let's go ahead and not hit the pole, though. Not hit the Gavril. This thing likes to burn out, though, that's for sure. What do you guys think of the pretty pink paint job? Oh, you gotta love it. I think I'm going too fast. Like, drifting, you don't need to be going super fast all the time. Oh, does not turn on a dime by itself. You gotta throw it. You gotta swing it into those turns. Oh, yeah, there we go. See, now I'm feeling it. Let's see if we can get in here. Beautiful. Again, I'm not the best at it, but I feel like I could be the best in this version. Let's see if we can swing it into a parking spot. Close enough. We also have a rally edition, so this is pretty much the only dirt road on West Coast, so let's see how it handles it. This is pretty much a rally stage anyway, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. Again, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but for a massive boat like this, I feel like I can swing through these corners pretty darn easily. There we go. And no threat of falling off the side. Like this poor sap right here. Excuse me, bud. What are you doing? I have no idea. There we go. Made it up to the radio tower in record time. Let's see if we can make it down in record time. Here we go. We got a roll cage, so it still should be somewhat intact by the time we get to the bottom. Yes, sir. Into the, what is this neighborhood called? I've never looked. Horizon Estates. I'm sure they're going to love this on their, pedestal right there. I feel like we got to try the drag version, right? I mean, look at this thing. What a monster. That's a lot of power under the hood. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! She's quick. Look at those Spider-Man lights. 140, 50. How fast can we go before we reach the end? Nearly 200 miles an hour. So not the fastest drag car I've ever driven, but not a slouch either. There goes the engine. Kind of just falling out the bottom of this thing now. Oh no. But yeah, for a drag car, I give this thing an A+. Let's get that first person. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I can feel the G-forces. I can feel, what are you guys doing? Holy crap. Okay. Gotta watch out for traffic on the drag strip, apparently. What happened there? Oh, he's coming back for more. Really, dude? You don't want the smoke. Get out of here. There you go. Just push him out of the way. That's how you deal with people like that. We also got a lowrider. Look at the paint job on this thing, dude. My God. All right, so I got to remember how to use the hydraulic system in this game. So T. Oh! Yeah! There we go. Yes! How about, how do we do the back? Is that Alt-T? Yes, it is. So boing, 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 boing. Oh, that's so fun. I feel like it's visibly breaking the back end of this thing, but we're not going to worry about it because look at the fuzzy dice. Hey, this one has a rear view. Am I blind? Did the first one we looked at actually have one and I just didn't see it for some reason? I swear it did not have one. This dude's honking at me. This is where I'm sitting on the drag strip and bro is honking at me. You know what? That's how we deal with that. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. They're just lining up. Okay, I guess I'm going on a tangent right now. There we go. Keep coming. I love it. Look at them. They're going to keep coming too. I guarantee you we're going to see another one in just a minute before I can even finish the freaking video. Okay, so here's where it gets a little weird, right? So this one's called the Jetstream. Experimental version with a gas turbine engine and some visual add-ons. 100 were produced for public testing. 50 throughout the US and 50 throughout international countries. Most are now in museums and private collections. So a gas turbine engine. That's something, man. I gotta see this thing. I gotta see it. How do I open this? Whoa. Yeah, you don't see that every day, do you? Okay. But is it fast though? Let's see what this thing sounds like, first of all. Not bad. I kind of like that. It's kind of chill, actually. And look at the paint scheme. Look at the color of this thing, man. This is a ride, man. I love it. It's not the fastest thing ever, but you know, it still gets up to 100 miles an hour. That's not bad at all. Look at those thousands of RPMs you're getting too. My goodness. And of course, there's also the you get if you want a Jetstream police car, of course you can have that. But there's also this thing, the Jetstream Custom. Well, now what's so custom about it? One of the few built Jetstreams with a rebuilt core and custom components, as well as some extra visual flair and suspension upgrades. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little bit faster. We got the fuzzy dice are back in green this time. But, oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, this one's a little bit quicker. I can tell. It's like, oh, my God. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? This one definitely feels a little bit quicker, though. I feel like we might actually be able to hit 100 miles an hour before the end of the runway. All we need is some wings to pop out of this thing, and it'll be the complete package. There we go, 130. Can we get 140? Yes, we can. Right at the end, and this thing just crumples in on itself, man. Not the safest vehicle ever, that's for sure. Look at this thing, the slick. This absolutely blacked out. This is a bad guy car if I ever did see one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's clean, man. That is insanely clean. So yeah, guys, this is the Dynamo. Now, I didn't cover every single version of this car. I didn't want to spoil this thing completely for those who do want to check this thing out for themselves. But before I go, I do want to take the fastest version off the car jump arena, and I think that's got to be the drag version. I mean, I know nobody's surprised by that, but still, let's take this old bad boy off the jump and see how far she could fly. And by the way, guys, really quick, I was going to make a suggestion for this mod to maybe have a free demo version of it on the repo, but I actually just checked and that is in the works. So I'll put the link to the repository down below, and hopefully that should be up fairly soon, so you can actually try this thing for yourself before you actually buy. But here we go with the Drag Dynamo car jump arena. I'm guessing somewhere around the 400 to 500 mark here. It's feeling pretty good, and it flies like an absolute champ. We might go quite a bit farther than that. 600, damn near 700 by the looks of it. 670 meters. Oh my goodness. And just absolutely shredded by the end of it. Hold on, before we catch on fire, let's go ahead and put that out right there. The Dynamo. If you like very interactive, high quality, dev quality mods, then you might want to check this bad boy out. This thing is absolutely awesome. Definitely going to be in the running for the best car mod of 2024. That's for sure. And if you like old classic cars, I mean, you really can't go wrong with this thing, man. But yeah, like I said, I'll have a link down below if you do want to check it out for yourself. And while you're down there in the description, why don't you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Hold on. I'm just gonna sleep in here. There we go. See you guys later. Bye-bye.